good evening. Welcome back to another truck carnival. If I say it right, truck carnival. What? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But welcome back to another one. Now I'd like to start off my podcast before I get into the topic of the day. And just chop it up with y'all. Jump on the camera and chop it up with y'all before we get to business. Before we get to business. And today's topic we're gonna talk about: can a man or a female love two people at the same time? That's the topic. Can a man or a female? It ain't just about the man today. I'm bringing y'all in too. Can man or female love two people at the same time? That's the topic of the day that we're gonna get into. I'm just happy to be back on camera. I'm just happy. I had a long day at work, long week at work. Had to pay for a lot of stuff. We got a cruise coming. I paid for that. I knocked that out. I got baby birthday coming. I paid for that. I knocked that out. So y'all be getting, invitations soon. Keep making them now. She got a whole weekend lined up. A whole weekend lined up for her. So, for her birthday, the end of November. And just trying to get it. I noticed how everything, done went up, from the food, from the gas, to the cost of living. Everything just, went up. It's like the more money you make, the more bills come around. The more bills come around, y'all. Hold up, take my shit. Yeah. The more bills that come around. Because I'm sitting back, I'm looking, because I saved. A year ago, my saving was lovely. Now, my saving should be way better than what it is right now. I had to do the math. I said, hold up. I'm making more money. Well, we making more, me and my wife, we making more money. So, why the savings ain't reflected on what, the more money we make? I figured out. Rent done went up. Car insurance went up. Food done went up. Gas done went up. Clothes and all that done went up. Restaurants done jacked their prices up. So what I'm thinking is when the world shut down for that year, they ain't caught back up yet. They ain't come back. They should be caught up by now, but they ain't caught back up yet. That's why the shit is ridiculous. And I can imagine what people going through, who check to check every day. They gotta wait on their check before they can do anything. One check pay bill, you gotta wait on their check to do this. Me and my wife been there. But I can imagine. But that's why my family, because some of my family check to check. So when they call me, ask for stuff and need a loan, or whatever, I try to give it to them. I try to give it to them. The ones that pay back. The ones that pay back, I try to give it to them. And the ones that don't pay back, it depends how serious the situation is. I'm a kind-hearted person. I ain't no mean person. I think I ain't no mean person. I'm a kind-hearted person. God just been blessing us. God just been blessing us. When I was single in the world, running around, wasn't hardly getting no blessings. I was getting them, but it was rarely that I get them. But, you wake up every morning, that's a blessing. So, for us, that blessing, but, But now that, since I've been married, totally different kind of blessings. Totally different kind of blessing. Cause when me and my wife got married, the ones who was already married, they were telling us y'all could get more blessings than y'all ever thought y'all. So we didn't know what they were talking about. All we said, we hope so. We hope so. We hope we get them blessings. And for the past 7 years, no, I ain't gonna tell you, 5 years, going on 6 years of marriage, you've been getting a lot of blessings. But sometimes I be sitting back thinking, and you really don't know. Well, sometimes you do when you get a blessing, and sometimes you don't know until you sit back and you think about it like, God, that was a blessing God gave us. Sometimes you gotta sit back and, sometimes each day, at least one day out of the week, you gotta just sit back and connect with yourself. Connect with yourself. Sometimes you just gotta be alone. You gotta be by yourself. You gotta be alone and connect with yourself. You gotta get away from kids. You gotta get away from your husband. You gotta get away from your family. You just gotta have some you time. You gotta have some you time. I tell my wife that all the time. She be sitting in front of that computer all day. She already worked from a laptop, and then she be editing and doing that. I gotta tell at least 2 days out the week. Don't pick up no laptop or nothing. Give your eyes a rest. Give your brain a rest. Relax. Go do something. Go out, enjoy yourself. You don't need me to go all the time. It's hard for her to go stuff, places by herself. It's hard. Sometimes I gotta make her to go. Not make her, but, tell her sometimes, baby, go on, do your thing, go out and enjoy yourself, go treat yourself. Go treat yourself. She ain't learned that yet. She ain't learned how to just get away from everything, get away from me and just have her time. Just have her time, but she gonna get there. As long as I'm here, she gonna get there. She gonna get there. But yeah, everybody need that time to themselves. Everybody need that time to themselves. Everybody. But yeah, me and my wife, we got a lot of big things coming this month. She healing from her breast. She healing well. Everything going well. They looking beautiful. Them breasts looking beautiful. They looking beautiful. And one more thing, y'all. While she was healing, we weren't doing no love making, and it's been a month and a couple of days, and we finally we finally got to the point where we can, you know, start back making love like we used to doing. And it was a beautiful thing. That's probably why I'm so jolly today. You know, with men, we don't, you know, release this pressure. You know, we can release our pressure different ways. You can release your pressure different ways. In the process of us not having, you know, making love, I was beating my meat. It only so much beating you can do. That shit get tough. You can't just beat your meat all the time. Sometimes you need that penetration. You need that penetration. Now, if you ain't got no choice but to beat your meat. Beat your meat. You gotta get that pressure out. Beat your meat. When you got it, you know, when you got a choice, you looking at whoever you messing with, you looking in the mirror day. They looking good, smelling good, looking sexy, you know, and you can't touch them. It's a different. But I would definitely beat my meat. I would definitely beat my meat. I recommend all men. Well, yeah, we do it anyway. Now, I don't know about women. Do y'all, you know? I'm pretty sure women do too. Because there's a lot of women, you know, ain't in no relationship, ain't got no boyfriend. That pressure built up in them too. That's why they making all these toys for y'all. Some of y'all fall in love with these toys. Some of y'all can't see yourself, you know, doing nothing else but with these toys. Enjoy it. Enjoy your toy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Enjoy your toy. If the toy gets you going, enjoy it. Enjoy your toy. Cause I enjoy my hands sometimes. Cause my daddy told me before he died. My daddy told me when I was younger. He said, when you get some good coochie, you gonna beat your meat. No, I understand. I ain't understanding at first. I say, y'all get some good coochie, I'm gonna beat my meat. Huh? I understand what you're saying. I can make love to my baby one day, and then that morning, when I get up or whatever, I just like want to beat my meat. I don't know. I want to beat my meat. Baby don't even know that, but she probably, when she watch this, she gonna be like, oh, you do? Where I be at? Shit. Right on side of me, snoring like a motherfucker. You don't be knowing that. You don't be knowing that. But I ain't want to get up here and spinning out my. But like you know, one thing about Penthouse, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm gonna give y'all the real. I ain't give you the round the corner, the fake, none of that. I'm gonna give you the real life with Penthouse looks. Real life. Not none of that acting, not none of that putting on, not none of that. Like we got it. You know. None of that. We will have it one. We keep on the pace where we going. We will have it. But for right now, we ain't got it. We good. We ain't where we want to be at yet. But I just want to get on here and jibber jab with y'all. I love seeing them talking. I ain't gonna get none of that excitement, you know, like my baby on on her blog. You might not get none of that excitement. I ain't no twerking over here, but you go get some good gems and some good conversation, some entertainment conversation over here. So hope y'all enjoying it, because I ain't just talking. So we gonna end it here. I see y'all in the fruit. Enough of that. But y'all know, I'm gonna leave the door open. Welcome to another podcast. I get better and better. Every podcast I do, I get better, y'all. Understand it. But today, y'all know what the subject is. We're about to go through it. But let me tell you, for the ones who don't know, because I know I let y'all know in the beginning. But, some people might not even watch the beginning. They want to get straight to the juice. I prefer you to, watch the beginning. You might miss some gems in the beginning, because I be talking about some real life, real things that's going on in your life. Some of y'all life. Well, hopefully most of y'all life. So I be saying some gems. But today's topic is, can you go for my OGs and my seasoned women, and a couple of my my sugar babies. So you're in a relationship, right, with him or her, and the man you with, you love him to death, and you also got feelings for somebody. It could be your ex. You broke up, you still love him. It can be your side piece. You don't fell in love with him or her. They put the pie out on you, but you don't want to leave the one you with. You love the one you with to death. But at the same time, can you love the other partner? Your other partner too. So can you love two people at the same time? Can you love two people at the same damn time? Let's talk about can you love people at the same damn time? In the process of talking about it, we feel that Key Sweat started off. Tight. Thank you, Key Sweat. Thank you, Key Sweat, for that. Now this taking me back. Reason why I brought this up, I think somebody left it in my comment and say, I forgot who it was, telling me that would be a good topic to talk about. And they gave me a bunch of more topics, but I chose to talk about this one because I can kind of relate to it. Before I got married, I was in a twine. If y'all want to call it that, I was in a twine. I was in the twine before I met my wife, the girl that I was with, and the other girl that I was kind of, playing around with. And she was a stripper too. She was a stripper. She was a nice stripper too. But the one I was with during the time, like when we first met, you know, I told her that I ain't no good. I'm a dog. I was laying it all out on the line. Let her know, keeping it 1,000. The one thing, if I jump in something and it's new, I'm gonna let you know what it's really is. I always been like that. But she said, don't worry about it. We'll work it out. I just want to be with you, and all that good stuff she was saying. So I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a run. Gave it a run. A good, what? I ain't come out the door, it was a good run. I said a good year, 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years. That's what it was, about 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years. I met this other, cause we were going through our ups and downs. She wasn't no very sexual person, but we've been together so long, and I caught feelings for her, and falling in love with her. But she wasn't really my type at the time, but she was a sweet, kind-hearted person. But she just really wasn't my type. But I made it work. But at least you can, we together, we can, have sex, at least at that time, have sex how I wanted it. But three times a week, I'll bad and getting it 3. I'll probably get 1 every 2 weeks, something like that. But I know the girl already before I met the one I was with, cause we were like, we had a little flickety, cause she was stripping, and on time, like we'll be together, and like when she get off work, when she leave the strip club, she come to where I'm at, and we post up. But I stopped talking to her. Then we got back. She hit me back one day when I was going through something, and we started talking. And then I ended up seeing her. I got during that time I was working at a hotel. I was working at Hampton Inn. Doing my thing at Hampton. Back then, I was working at Hampton. That when I started doing other stuff after I left Hampton, but this was doing I was trying to do right and get an honest day's pay. Let's drink to that. Let's drink to an honest day's pay. Let's drink to that. A good honest day's pay. But back to the story. So I was working at Hampton, so I get off at 5. But I know when I leave and I pass by there at night, and you can see the windows open, all the rooms with the windows open. That means ain't nobody in them, ain't nobody checking to them, ain't nothing. So what I used to do is I used to make my own key to a room, to our room, untraceable key to our room. So when I used to call the stripper, cause I tell my woman I'm going out with the fellas, I'll be home by 1 o'clock, and it'd be about 10 o'clock or 9:30. But I call the little stripper girl, until I'm be free at a certain time, and she, tell me that's cool. I really want to be with you, so I go in to work a little late. So, but I was trying to cap and show out and show her that, I'm home, but I really work at Hampton Inn, but she didn't know it. I was trying to show her that I'm home. So back then, Hampton Inn was the shit. Hampton Inn was the shit back then. This was way, Hampton Inn by the Galleria. You come to Houston and you go to the Galleria, you'll see the Hampton Inn. You'll pass by the Hampton Inn. That was the one I was working at. But yeah. So I pick her up. We'll go to the, to the Hamptons, and I look, see what the window because I can see, and because I know the numbers and stuff. And I always try to look for one with the jacuzzi, the suite. That's how I always try to look for that, like I'm really doing. So I go on out there, hold up, let me go check in. I come get you. We go straight up the stairs, and we're gonna do what we do. But I don't go check in. I go through the back way. The camera don't see me. I go up to the floor. I hit it. Go walk in there. See nobody. Ain't nobody checked in there. But see, just to catch. Some people check in late. They come in late and they can get a room. So I was kind of nervous that whether somebody come, check into the room, knock out, and I got somebody else in there, and then it gonna be a whole bunch of, might lose my job and everything. But this how I was just obsessed with, just doing crazy stuff and want to have sex so much. So I took them chances. They give a toast to taking chances. Don't do it. You gotta time hard right now. So don't try that now. But back then, I was young and trying to get it. So I was young and trying to get it. So it was bound. It was bound for something. But back to the story. So we go up the stairs and I check in the room. We do what we do in the jacuzzi room. Do what we do. Just the part, cause sometimes I did about plenty of time. Sometimes when you go fall asleep, I get too comfortable, fall asleep in the room knowing that anybody can check. No, I'm supposed to be in this room. But I hope, thank God, But one time not get off the story, but one time we went to the room. She was drunk. I know she was drunk. But I was like, damn, they're going to be the big 6'7" because she's drunk. So I took her, we went to the room. We got in the room, we laying in the bed, and she throwed up everywhere. She threw up all up in the sheets, all up on now. If you know Hampton Inn, I don't know, they got the white sheets. They used to have like white sheets on the bed with the comforter, white comforter, nice puffy comforter, nice white comforter on there. And she threw up all on the sheets everywhere. I'm like, man, but I was horny in the mud, so I was like, going in the night, she done missed the sheet. She threw it up everywhere. I went in, I done it anyway, y'all. I just, put the little thrower to the side, and then, even though she wasn't feeling right, I was hitting her from the back. And sometimes her face hit the throw up. Her face going in the throw up part. But she was messed up. She was, I don't know. But I was hitting her from the back. She was just hitting the throw up. That's the wildest thing I did right there. Now, and you can smell the throw up. You can smell it. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. But at the same time, that was the best night of my life at the same time. During that time, that was the best night of my life because she was going in. We was in the jacuzzi. She was out. She'd go out under the water and do some strange things to me under the water in the jacuzzi. Fuck me up. Mess my head up. So, I go back, take her back to her car. I go back, to the house with my woman there. And this the crazy part. You go home and you try to keep a straight face knowing you done did some crazy stuff. Know you done did some crazy stuff. And you try to go home with a straight face. And some women, y'all have this intuition. Y'all know something ain't right. she had it too. She had an intuition. She'd look at me. She just be mad. Attitude just sitting there. She don't know what it is, but she knows something going on. But back to the story, you know, I ended up catching feelings with the stripper, and at the same time, I love who I was with. Cause I, you know, if she would have said we're gonna break up, I probably would have died. I probably would have died at that time, you know. But me and the stripper, we had so much in common. We would talk for hours, all that. I mean, and just ended up catching feelings. Ended up catching feelings. So I had a decision. Is I'm in love with two people or I'm lusting? I'm lusting because of the sex. And she was sexy. She was a beautiful, dark chocolate girl. And she was dark chocolate. I showed my wife, I said, that's why you know, I saw on it, I think she do nails or something. We saw on the internet. She got a whole body done too. Got a whole body done. I call her flammable. I call her flammable now. I call her flammable. Hope she ain't looking at this. Hope, you know, too many people in Houston know I got a YouTube channel. But if they do, welcome. Welcome to the, make sure you hit your notification and you subscribe so you can get every time I drop, you can get it. You don't want to miss nothing, because I might be talking about you again. That's if you're watching. If you're not watching, good. But for all my exes who watching, I'm sorry. I was learning. I didn't have a daddy growing up. Didn't have a daddy. Mama raised me. So I had to learn on my own the tricks and trade. And I hurt, you know, a couple of women on the way to me learning. But I'm sorry. But I don't think you can love two people at the same time. Basically what I'm saying. I don't think you can love two people at the same time. I think I was lusted. Because if the woman that I was with would have left me, I would have died. Now, if the stripper said she didn't want to mess with me no more, I probably would have died. He probably would have messed with me, but I probably would have kept, you know, trying to, you know, call every now and then, see can I, you know. But even I wouldn't, you know, pass the fuck out if she would have said she want to do something else, and it ended up happening that way anyway. And I stayed who I was with. So that's how that went. That was the first one. And I met the other one. So let me see, I don't want to go too far. Was I with her when I met the other stripper? I sure was. So we gonna still talk about the same girl all week. I met another stripper. After the other stripper I was talking about, we stopped talking and she burnt out. I met another stripper. At the club. But this one, she really didn't have too much going for herself. But she was sexy than a mother. And she had a lot going for herself. Boys, her body, wow, she had a lot going for her. Now the woman I with, she wasn't fine or nothing like that. She wasn't, you know, stomach was kind of big. But she was pretty than a mother. She was pretty than a mother, but the shape wasn't there. So it seemed like when I was cheating with females with nice shapes. And there was another female with a nice shape that I was talking to. But I, you know, had, you know, got a little hole in the wall for her. She didn't get to Hampton Inn, because I was gone by then. I was in the streets by now, doing my thing in the streets. So, but I got a little hole in the wall room because I ain't really had that much time outside because she done caught on to me. She got street. She was watching me, and she got tired of me cheating, so she had her eye on me. So I ain't really have time to really stay out all night. But give me a good 2 hours. That was what we get. I used to get about 2 hours. Knock her down. Go get a room. Go to her house. Knock her down. The same thing. We sit in the car. Just talk for hours. Me and her. And 2 weeks. A week later, she came back and told me she pregnant. I think it was a week. Probably even a week later, she would come and tell me she was pregnant. I said, you can't be pregnant this fast. You can't be. It's impossible you be pregnant this fast. Well, I'm gonna call you in another week and I'm gonna let you know. And my antennas went up. I said, oh, she trying to get me. Either she was already pregnant. She was already pregnant because we was having sex. She wrapped her legs around me when I was about to, let loose. So I guess she didn't want me to pull out. I should have put a rub on it. I should have been strapped up. But at that time, I took my chances with her. Almost cost me too. But yeah, she wrapped her legs around me so I won't pull out. So it was kind of weird. Because I'm thinking she already, in my mind, oh, you already pregnant. You looking for a baby daddy, so you like, let me go on. He got some paper, let me go and knock him down and throw his baby on him. It ain't that easy. I'm smarter than the average bear. Way smarter than the average bear. But she tried that didn't work. And we kept on talking. And she got to the point that she caught feeling she ended up falling in love with me. And she wanted to be, she wanted me to leave who I was with to be with her because she wanted to be number one. I cared about her too. I cared about her. Yeah, I cared about her. If I went with the one, matter of fact, I offered to leave the one I was with and move in with her. So I tried to be the man and tell the one I was with, together with, we were going probably on 5 or 6 years now. Tell her the one I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the strip, I'm going to stay with her. So when I told her that, I put all my stuff in the car. And I told her that, she went crazy. She was crying, please don't leave me. She said, I'm going to do something to myself. In the middle of the street. In the apartment, we was in the apartment. She was in the parking lot. She was just going crazy. Had me feeling so awful. She had me feeling so bad. But I still jumped in the car. I was burning out and I got like 3 lights down. And my conscience kicked in. I can't do it. I can't do that girl like that. I can't do it. I turned around. And I tried to tell the girl, even though I know that probably wasn't my baby, but I was trying to get the head up out of there. And I told her I got the girl pregnant. She didn't care. She didn't care nothing about the girl pregnant. I got the girl pregnant while I was with her. She didn't care. She just wanted me back with her, us back together. But I went back to her, and I was still talking to the girl, and I was getting caught talking to the girl. And so the moral of the story is, I don't think you can be in love. If anybody been in love with 2 people at the same time, please leave a comment. Because I don't think you can be in love with 2 people at the same time. That's like really in love with 2 people at the same time. That's impossible. That's impossible. If you can, please leave a comment and let us discuss it. And we can talk about it. I want to hear the stories. I want to hear our stories. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to go live one day so we can really get reactions, live feedback. I'm going to set that up. Tune in for the live. I don't know what the subject going to be, but tune in for the live. I'm going to go live. Maybe next week sometime. But I'm going to go live. That'll be nice. Invite my wife on to the live so she can get in on it. so she can talk about it too. But yeah, but then you come in if you think two people can be in, you can be in love with two people. If you can, you're a bad boy or you're a bad girl. Let's get back to the music, y'all. See, the music I'm listening to, this is music when I was out creeping. I used to, I always had the music on. I always had the music on. And this one of them. All my 90s babies, you was in the 90s. I'd say the 90s, 2000. We gonna start at what? 95 to 2005. We're gonna go there, bro. 95 to 2005. Y'all understand that? For all my seasoned women and my OGs, if you didn't have your radio on during that time and making love to your woman, you was out of there. You was in last place. I'm telling you right now. You were missing out on you were missing out on a good life. You were missing out on a good life. I'm telling you that now. And here go another banger. Hey, this one right here for my wife. She was young when I met her. She was young, but it just seemed like she was ready. It just seemed like she was ready, y'all. It seems like you're ready. Seems like you're ready. Oh, are you ready? Oh, well. Seems like you're ready. Girl, are you ready? No, that's the one. That's the one, y'all. I'm just going down memory lane with these songs because this is what I rolled up on. And nowadays, these youngsters, they don't know nothing about this. They don't know nothing about this. It's crazy though. And this the one right here. This the one. Feel my nature rise, girl. Make you feel good tonight. Y'all, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on one right now. I'm on one right now. I'm telling y'all right now. Hey, this one right here. I think this one. I was a romantic back in the I'll get the women and romance them. I was tough, y'all. Sir. Y'all already know when I put it go. And this one, man, this a play. I know a lot of y'all know this one. It's just like that.